Need a beat.
Here we go again. Here we
Bad
go.
Boy South,
Ghettoville, USA.
Block Entertainment.
You know, I go by the name Nitty, right? I gotta introduce y'all another motherfucker out my squad, right?
Hey, welcome back to another potty where we're talking and we're breaking down everything Powertrip. So we've already broken down event 4 and event 3. So today we're just going to wrap it up and break down event 2 and event 1. So my man Shaz, take us away. Oh, welcome boys. Welcome.
Oh, yeah,
sorry, man.
hey, yeah, man. Yeah, straight into it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, have some lollies, man. Have some lollies.
Too busy in that business
I
mode.
may or may have.
How's the week been?
Busy, bro.
Yep.
Just you know what's happening in the household, but just got all that stuff, and then obviously Powertrip, man, next week. So bro,
Yeah,
I'm
shit,
here,
that's come
man.
around. That's come
Fucking
around quick. Gee.
Big time. We were doing the whole 20-week countdown, and now we're at, what, 8 days? Are we 8 days out?
8 days,
Yeah,
man.
T minus 8 days.
It's funny, bro. There's still heaps of shit to do. Eh?
Oh, bro.
I thought we've done heaps, but bro, there's still a lot. So it's yeah, man. But overwhelming, but fuck.
Yeah.
We're in it.
We're in it, yeah, but it's too late now. We're in it, bro. But I think it's like you don't realize what goes on behind putting an event like this together until you're in it. Then you realize, oh shit, like fuck, there's heaps of shit you got to organize.
Heaps involved.
Yeah, but take it with a grain of
Keen for
salt,
the
bro.
mess, though.
Keen for the mess, bro. We duck no smoke, G. Anyway, let's break down this event 3. Oh no, event
Two.
Sorry.
And can we just before we start, none of those those mathematical questions there, Shaz,
honestly, man, you've
just
come
keep it
up with
simple,
some-
yeah.
it's
Hey,
just
I'm
simple,
just
man.
for the people out there, just asking those questions that we get in the DMs every now and then, so I'm just
Bro,
I'm breaking it down for them.
I was laughing at that reel when you were doing the double dumbbells. They're falling on it.
Hey? Nah, the other one's like 2 plus 2 is 4, 6. And I was like, Tilly, it's 4.5.
On the reels, bro, I'm normally known to know my numbers to a T. So
hold up.
it was definitely on a morning buzz. We're on an Arvo buzz, so we should be sweet today.
Just in case, open up a toast to it, just in case.
Just in case.
Break
eh?
us down
Just in-
on event 2.
All right, sweet. We'll run it. So event 2, everyone will have the same rep scheme, and it'll be 3 rounds for time for all divisions. So the 10-minute cap, we've got 25 burpee box jump overs, 20 hang power cleans, 15 handstand push-ups. So this is for the RX division, and 10 wall walks. For the burpee box jump overs, so there are variables in terms of each division won't be doing the same height and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll just go through the rep scheme. So I'll go one more time. So 25 burpee box jump overs, 20 hang power cleans, 15 handstand push-ups, and 10 wall walks. So should we start at the RX and we'll
Go down.
Yep.
go from the top down?
Sounds
So
good,
burpee
bro.
box jump overs, our box height is 24
24s.
and 24 for the girls.
Yeah, that's right. 24 for the girls
So
as well.
but-
So, it's I think most of the RS girls now they can do pretty
they're
much.
capable, eh?
Yeah, they pretty much do the 24, bro. It's that shouldn't be an issue. I think it just depends. 25 is a lot, bro.
Yep.
It's a lot.
Three rounds.
Oh, that's right. It's 3 rounds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so this is all a shared, like it's
75
a shared workout. Actually, this one's got the wall in it. Hey, so
That's the game changer.
yeah. So event 2, the odd object today, or in this workout will be the wall, holding the wall that you'll do your wall walks and your handstand push-ups on. So
I think this is probably the only workout we have where it's got a lot of mixed modalities, like 4. You like that one?
What? Modalities.
Mo, can you spell it? Can you spell it?
You're good.
I thought I'll throw that in, but like I was saying, there's 4 different movements there. So, like you said, you got the burpee box jump overs, you got the hang power cleans, we got the barbell. So we got something bit of plyometrics with the box jumps.
Yeah.
Something with the barbell. So conditioning, cycling, and then obviously gymnastics with the handstand push-ups, and then the walk.
Yeah. I think
with the added wall, which is something
added
different.
wall. I think because we've seen Beach bring this out in his comps in New Zealand over the years, we've seen it come out and we're like, damn, that's different. We've never seen that before. A wall where the other your partners are holding it up while you're trying to wall walk. So it doesn't matter how good you are on a wall walk, that it's stable. But when you're trying to go up
Support
against
your mate.
support it with a piece of plywood, that just changes the game and it evens out the playing field, eh?
Yeah, it just adds a different element, man. When you're just used to just kicking up onto a wall, your transitions can be a lot quicker. With the wall, bro, there's a lot more talking. You know, you got to talk with your partner, transitions, make sure you're holding the wall, make sure you're in the right place, make sure the wall's not too far back, so then your hands are actually starting where they're supposed to start instead of starting in front or behind the line. So just thinking of little things like that, especially on the fatigue. When you're trying to hold the wall, if you're not holding it, you know, like putting a lot of effort into holding the wall, you could be relaxed and next minute, timber.
Plus 5 burpees there if you drop the wall.
Plus 5 burpees, that's the other thing too. So
is there a penalty?
There's a penalty. So if the wall has to stay upright for the entire workout. So you can have the two people. So 2 people have to be holding on either end while one person is working on the workout. Then it's up to them when they transition. So obviously, maybe if they're doing sets of 5s on the burpee box jump overs, probably by rep 4, that second person's coming in to start theirs. Because you think about it, there's a lot of transitions here. So there'll be a lot of strategy in terms of how they're going to transition, what rep schemes they're going to do, moving into it, and then obviously rotating on they might have some type of rotating system with the board, so that you're just going round and round and round, as opposed to like, you know, getting in front of each other and then like losing time, like stuff like that. And 10-minute cap, bro, it's a pretty like fast time cap.
Yeah.
You know, like you can do it, but you have to really focus on your transitions, and your rep schemes have to be fast.
Like event 3, how you said that play to your team's strengths, and if someone is better at, say, the handstand push-ups, someone's better at the wall walk, or vice versa, a burpee box jump, would you
100%
advise to do it that way?
100%.
Yeah.
So say if someone's like really good at handstand push-ups, right, you can do the whole lot. You can do the whole lot if you want, you know, because obviously if the next person's coming and do the wall walks, then you can get a little bit of a breakdown. But it just depends if you're really strong at it. So, you know, you might be able to do bigger sets for that. Like I said, they're stronger at it. So if it's like 15 handstands, someone might do 10, someone might do 5. The wall walks, someone might be able to do 3 and 3, or, you know, instead of just going 2 2s. I think the smaller sets might not work just because there's too many transitions.
Yeah.
So you want to try and think about holding on for bigger sets. Obviously, the burpee box jump overs, trying to hold on for big numbers on that is just going to gas you out. So, you know, the quick 5s on that, the hang power cleans, if someone's really strong with the barbell, but you can either bounce it, reset. Some people that are good at bouncing, but those reps will just go really quick. You know, doing a set of 10, a set of 10. So not too many sets on those, but it's just the transitions on how they figure out their strategy for their teams.
Yeah. I think nowadays with RX, man, everyone's efficient in those movements for sure. The game changer is 2 people got to be holding up the wall at all times. So
70 kilo hang powers, you know, it's not too hard for the boys. Handstand push-ups, like you said. So, yeah, I think it'll be a quick workout. I mean, you see some quick times. Some guys might be seeing the time cap and go, wow, that's pretty quick, but
it's doable.
Bro. You probably
Tested already.
you'll be
They're all
surprised.
doable.
Yeah,
They're all
you'll be
doable.
surprised. You'll be surprised, bro. There might be some guys that maybe sub 8, you know.
Oh,
8.
real?
Yeah. If their teams are really good at just like doing big sets,
Yo.
you know. If they're efficient, like, man, you might have guys on the hang power, they might just do a 12 and 8, 10, 10. Bro, that's quick, man.
Yeah.
It's like 30 seconds.
True.
Just to cover the handstand push-up standard for RX, so it's just 2 ab mats. Oh, sorry, an ab mat and 2 plates either side. That's the standard we're going with at the moment.
So just a flat.
It's flat.
Yeah,
Yep.
just a flat.
And then all the other divisions will be at a different height, which we'll go through. Oh, well, intermediate. So intermediate, you'll just have a ab mat by itself. So
No plates.
no plates. So your depth of going down will be a little bit lower, so it makes it a bit easier. And then for our beginner and novice, you're doing hand release push-ups.
Hand release pull-ups. Yeah. Push-ups, sorry.
Push-ups, yeah. So those are the alternatives in terms of the handstand push-ups. For our wall walk, so I think we've had a few questions at our wall walk. Say just
there's
people
a few
going,
standards,
how far do
bro.
I go? Where do I go on
Want
the
to break
day?
that down? You guys want to break that down?
It'd be hard to like verbally say it. Like I think on the day, once they see it, and then when the judges and that, like when they have their briefing and that, they'll be able to see the exact same lines. But there's going to be 3 different lines. So the first line is going to be for your beginners and your novice. The middle line will be for your intermediate, and then the line closest to the wall will be for your RX.
Gotcha.
That's just pretty much where your hands need to be.
Yeah.
Finishing the rep. Finishing the rep. So, you know, some might be on the line, some might be behind the line. You know, so those are just, you just got to check out which line, and then once you get the briefing, you'll understand which line is yours, and you just stick to that.
But I reckon a little tip for you guys who haven't tested this workout, just if you are testing it in the next couple of days, go as far as you can. Just to, you know, you might overshoot the distance, and then when you get there, it might be a bit easier than what you've been practicing.
Oh,
so
you mean go as far as you can, as coming close to the wall as you can.
Get your body as close as, to the wall as you can, and then, on the day, it might be, you might only be going 1 or 2 steps with your hands, or, hands backwards, and then you should be flying through this workout sub 8 like Mark said. So there's a little tip and trick for everyone out there.
Yeah, I think also too, you got to be careful, especially for the beginners and the novice. There's a lot of pushing, off the floor. So the burpees, the wall walks, the hand release push-ups. So you got a little bit of not a little bit, probably a lot of muscle fatigue involved there with your push. Yeah, so just keep that in mind, man. That'll catch up.
With the novice and the beginner, they're allowed to step up. Hey, as long as both feet are on the box.
Yeah, they can step.
Yep.
Step over.
It's
Step over,
2
sorry.
feet, 2 feet touch on the
2
box.
feet touch on the box. Okay, cool. It's going to be a fun one, I think.
Yeah.
The wall adds that new element, like you said.
There's just a lot of thinking for them. Like
Yeah.
when they get to the wall, like they could be on the wall and then just watching their mate and then just forget.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
My
I gotta
turn.
go.
My
turn.
Oh, my turn. You know,
Yeah,
like that's what they have to think of. They got to practice all that stuff. So, especially when you're tired, bro, you forget a lot. So, the teams that are like have practiced it and just well strategized throughout the workout, those are the guys that'll be really efficient. You know,
Yeah.
and get some good times, scores.
We had some friends of ours from our gym that we train at practice it. They managed to get themselves a plywood. Anyway, they thought that it was going to be easy just holding up the wall because there's holes on either side.
Yeah, made like handles,
We
screws.
made the handles. But then they found out real quickly that it's not enough just to hold the handles. So some of them were using like their foot as a
Stopper, or their
stopper
knee.
at the back or their knee. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, but it's going to make it like heaps more fun.
Yeah, well, you'll see heaps of different techniques on how they hold it.
Yeah.
You know, there's no one way.
Yeah.
There'll be heaps of ways that they're gonna find, and people always like, especially with that type of stuff, and how to get their fastest time. They'll always find some tricky way to try and get that extra second or that extra transition, less transitions. You know, like for the workout, so they get a faster time. So yeah, it'll be interesting and be cool to see how everyone sort of strategizes for the workout and how they play.
And all our judges are going to be briefed on what to look for in terms of and standard, and they're not going to be shy to give you a no rep either. So,
So we don't want any cheaters.
Yeah.
but we don't mind.
Finger pointers,
bro,
eh?
reps. Bro, it's CrossFit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you're going to push the limits, man. You know,
Of course.
people just to get that, especially when it's competition, trying to get that fastest time, bro. People always push the limits, man.
Yeah,
You know,
100.
like even when people do the opens and that, you always see some guys are like on their depths on the wall boys. You hear the guys from in the crowd going, no rep. It's probably going to be the same, bro. So everyone
That's that
tests it.
competitiveness, eh?
You know, but I don't think like anyone like purposely just does it to cheat. They're always just trying to find that fine line to try and get a faster rep,
Yeah.
faster time.
yeah.
So I'm not one of those guys. I always do all my reps properly.
I'm the guy that's trying to waste as much time as possible. So my teammates always like, fuck, hurry up, Doug.
Hard. But I think I think that's about it for that
Yeah, for
workout.
event
That's
two.
pretty much.
Is there anything else
you
that
think?
you need to think? Oh, can you explain the penalty, please?
The dropping of the wall. So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
5
so-
synchronized burpees, eh?
5 sync burpees on the spot. So yeah. So anytime if the wall hits the floor,
Yep.
they'll leave the wall on the floor, perform their burpees, go back to the wall, and then start again.
What about if, say, for instance, there's only one person on the wall?
Nah, that's what we're saying. There has to be 2 people on the wall at all times.
So just say that you're doing the burpee box jump and me and Shaz are holding up the wall.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
wait until you come to us?
No, you can sort of like, right, people are gonna.
This is
Yeah.
what I'm
Nah,
saying.
that fine line,
that
eh?
fine
Fine
line. I can
line, yeah.
I can say that, but bro, people are gonna do it. You know, and it is what it is. As long as the wall doesn't hit the ground. Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you
think
don't wanna-
ultimately, it's
Yeah.
just if that wall doesn't touch the ground.
Right,
Like,
but the thing is, you don't want to just take off and forget to tell your mate, hey, I'm going to go now. And then they're just like this holding, and all of a sudden, they're holding on
See,
to this
he
wall.
just gave you a good tip there. He just gave you guys
You
a
know?
good tip.
He's holding on to the wall, and then his mate just goes, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And then, he drops it.
So basically, you can save some like times, like some seconds on your
Yeah.
on your heat by just saying go, and you hold up the wall.
It's
while-
all the transitions and
Yeah.
the talk, man, especially when they're swapping in and out. You know, obviously having a good plan with their rep schemes, whatever they can hold and still move and transition fast.
Yeah.
That's going to be key. And then obviously the talk on the wall, making sure that the walls are up the whole time and who's going next and who's rotating in. So yeah, it's a fun element, man. So be exciting to see, like I said. Be cool.
I think that's everything then for event 2A.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Broken
Sweet.
down.
Yeah, that's cool.
We'll run into event 1, eh? The opener.
Yeah. So that's the
Oh,
first
so
workout.
we're
We've
starting
been going
again.
backwards.
Oh,
Starting,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
This
So
is
remember
only
the
for
first
social
one-
media. We're dropping event 4, 3,
Yeah,
2, 1, but we're
yeah,
actually
yeah.
starting.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we
Yes.
had
Break us down, G.
Yeah. So event 1, the big thing here is the worm, eh? So I'll run the rep scheme and the flow. So it's a 12-minute AMRAP. And the rep scheme goes 9, 15, 21, 27. So it increases by 6 reps each round. Old mate's eating his lollies over there, getting his sugars up.
Hey,
So the movements toes to bar. 2 sync athletes will complete 9 toes to bar. So I'll just do a set of 9. So 9 toes to bar, 9 worm thrusters, 9 worm clean and jerk. So it's always 2 athletes in a synchronized format. And then, like I said, from there, we're adding in 6 reps after each round that we complete. So that's RX division. So there'll be alternatives in terms of the movements for the toes to
for the
bar,
other
worm
divisions.
thrusters. And yeah, we'll go through that now. So
Yeah.
thoughts? What do
well, I
workouts
like-
open up
right.
with? Holy shit.
Who,
What a
bro-
workout.
who done this one? Was it you and Deech or
Yeah.
yeah?
We always knew we had the worm. It was
Yeah.
just how we're going to format it. So we just ended up going with bro, just a simple couplet, man. Very simple. The worms are a new element that you know, we hardly see the worms over here. Very rarely. I've seen maybe once or twice, man. But
Competitive gyms that are like going for touring, they tend to do the
bro,
worm
but like
or have
at a
worm at their
local
gym.
comp or anything like that, I can't remember the last time I seen a worm. So to have this implemented for this workout, it's a fun workout, bro. You know, so sync toaster bar, 2 people on the worm at a time. So they're doing the thrusters and the clean and jerks. AMRAP. So you're pretty much just trying to go for it, man.
As far as you can,
As far as
until
you
that
can,
12
bro,
minute.
until that 12 minutes is up, you know. So sync toaster bar is going to be a tricky one. That'll fry their core a little bit, you know, especially when they get to the higher numbers. I think the 9s, let's start at 9.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 9, 15.
21, 27.
Yeah, I
33.
think once we get to around the 21s and the 27s, even into the 33s, that's when they'll start sort of finding out. That's where the workout sort of starts, you know, around that 21. So, it's a good workout, man. Think toaster bar, so, you know, working on their team aspect for the gymnastics. There's the communication thing again there, and then obviously with the reps, making sure that they sync. You know, you don't want to be going out of sync and then getting no reps and having to do extra ones. Communicating with the other person that's not working, you know, so knowing when he's got to come in and do his reps, and then obviously someone's got to double up.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck, man.
obviously someone's
if
gotta
you're
double up.
doubling up, coming off the sync toaster bar.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, you know, so you can still, you can. This one is good because you can't really work to your strengths. You can, but you can't.
Strategy, eh?
Because but the numbers get higher, you know, so.
So would you
strategy.
would you hold a set number with your team?
Yeah, whatever. I think if you got guys that are good at the toaster bar, but your other teammate is all right, then you sort of just follow that guy. You know, if he's able to just do like sets, but it just comes down to transitions, man. Sets, very like on the 5-4. If you probably on the first set, they'll probably do 9, especially for the RX boys. They'll probably do 9, hold on for 9, and then swap in. So you know. When they get to the 15, like I said, the 21s is probably where the workout's going to start. That's when they're going to have to start thinking of, okay, breaking it up.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, bro, not until like the 6-7 minute mark where people, that's where the hurt's going to come. They're
Yeah.
going to look up and be like, holy shit, we got heaps of time to go.
Heaps of time.
But then that time just gets taken away because you're deep in the 30s
Yep.
or 36s. But at the start, yeah, everyone will fly out the gates, and especially being event 1.
Yeah.
The
First one
crowd's
for the
there
day.
screaming at you, then holy shit, what have I set my body up for the rest of the day? So, I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, and I think also with the worm, a lot of the gyms here, they won't have the worm, so they won't have an opportunity to practice, you know. So there was some of them on that day will probably be the first time they've ever tried to do the worm. So that's another one too. So with the worm, it's all about communication, man, and just figuring it out. Just making sure you got a right sort of technique on how you get the worm from the floor to your shoulders, and then talking. Once you've got
Yeah,
that, once you've got that,
communication, eh?
once you've got that worm for the thrusters in that shoulder, and then it's just about talking down, up,
Would you
all those little things.
Would you be calling like the athlete from the back? You reckon? Or
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so.
100%.
I think the guy from the back makes the call.
Yeah.
You know,
Down. Up.
up, down.
Yeah.
Yeah, just talking. So you're gonna have to talk, breathe, and work at the same time. Or if you got one person that prefers to just do all the talking, and this can sort of just help out, and then, you know, you just go from there. And then the clean and jerks. That's all communication again. So having to pick it up to your shoulder, off your shoulder, and then back down, and have to pick it up all the time. So a fun workout to start the day, man.
Yeah.
Not too taxing, but it'll be just a cool workout.
I suggest because we're going to have a few worms in the warm up area.
Yeah.
I don't think we've highlighted the fact when people can arrive, but I feel like if it's going to be your first time touching a worm, get to the event or arena early. And because it's event 1, you're pretty much walking straight into this event from the get-go. So the more time you get to basically have a go with it, the better it's going to be for you. So I just another tip and trick from Shaz over here. Yep. Get there early, have a play around with the worm, and
we'll have more than enough worms in the warm-up area for sure. Also, too, just quickly, what's the weight of the worms?
There's 62 kilos, so it's the same weight for everyone.
Yeah. Because
instead
you
of
want to break
having-
down like what the usual weight for worms will be for men and women.
To be honest, man, I'm not too sure on the worm weights. I would say that they usually have like a different weight, maybe 70 and maybe 62 maybe for the girls, or maybe 80 something for the boys, or 100, depending on like the divisions, obviously. But I think like this time around is just more of just like one worm for everyone, a weight that's sort of in the middle that everyone can still sort of do, and then like we mentioned with the different sort of movements that we'll go over with the beginners and the novice,
Yeah, with the divisions.
Yeah, so obviously with the
makes it a little bit
intermediate,
easier.
the intermediate guys, they're doing the same movements, so the thrusters and the clean and jerk, but the toaster bar is all shared.
Yeah.
So their strategy will be a lot different to the RX.
Let's talk about that. Let's break it down for intermediate then.
yeah,
Sorry,
well,
intermediate.
like Mark said, it's the same rep scheme, same movements, but everything's shared in terms of the toaster bar, and then the worm thrusters and the clean and jerks are back to a synchronized format. So
So
it's
the only difference
toaster bar.
is just shared the toaster bar.
Which
Shared
is
toaster
cool,
bar. Yep.
like because for intermediate people, they're obviously not as strong in that aspect of linking toaster bar, but then it allows them as a team of 3 just to knock them out. So they're still going to feel the hurt, 100%. So
But then you might have guys that are a little bit stronger. You might have 2 people that are really strong at toaster bar. So
yeah, for sure.
they can take a little bit more load on the toaster bar.
Yeah.
So they help out your team. So that one's a little bit different or shared. And then obviously with the worm, that's the same as what we're talking about.
Yep.
Communication, man. I think it's the same for everyone, especially with the worm
Yep.
for all the divisions. So
Yeah, for beginners, we've got shared toaster bar again, but the change there is the worm itself.
worms,
It's worm
yeah.
squats.
So they're still
and
doing
warm.
toaster bar for beginners?
yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
So that's a shared aspect. The only one that's different in terms of the toaster bar will be the novice. I'll be doing hanging leg raises, but that's shared again as well.
Oh, yeah. Hanging leg raises.
Yep. So yeah,
What's the movements in terms of the worm for beginners?
So the worm. So they're doing worm squats. So they're basically just getting up to their shoulder and then just doing the squat
Okay.
in a synchronized format, and then they're doing the worm clean, and we're taking up the jerk. So they're just cleaning it up to their shoulder and dropping it back down.
Gotcha.
They're not having to push it up and over.
And for the novice?
Novice,
They're doing the
there's
same.
a bit of a. Isn't there the females are doing something different to the males? Am I right on that?
Oh,
one?
actually, sorry. No, you're right. So the beginners are doing males. Beginner males are doing the worm thrusters and the worm clean and jerks.
Yeah.
And the beginner females are doing the worm squats and the worm cleans.
Okay.
And then the novice are doing the worm, or both divisions are doing the worm squats and the worm cleans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I knew there
that's
was.
it. Yeah, sorry, bro. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
you're
see,
right.
that's what happens when we do this
Hey.
in the afternoon.
Hey.
Man's on.
So what happens when you got the computer there?
Yeah.
No, but yeah, just to clarify that, yeah. So the beginners,
you're right.
there'll be a difference there, but the novice, their movement pattern or their movements will be the same for both genders.
Yeah. So no, man, but there's not too much thinking with this workout. It's very simple. It's simple, but the communication is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It's simple as just communication, man, and then just trying to move through as fast as you can. Obviously, you don't want to come out too hot at the start and sort of die in the ass, but trying to think of something that you can just hold their pace for 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And just keep moving through for 12. Like you said, the 9 and the 15, bro, is going to be like gung-ho. And then after that, bro, they're just going to either just be able to keep going or just fall off the rails, So, I'll definitely make sure that you get there in time and practice the worm, especially with the communication for you guys that are like doing like any of the movements, really. Just making sure that you're both on the ball, with the worm. You don't want to have someone go, yep, and one person picks it up and the
Yeah.
other person just leaves it on the ground and
Yeah.
then, oh, my back.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
disclaimer: we don't have, we don't have doctors on board to come fix your back. You do your back, man. Holy, nah, just playing. It should be all good. Like Mark said, it's just gonna come down to communication.
Yeah.
And if you have never touched the worm before, like Modi said, get there early. There's gonna be some worms in the warm up area to have a play around with. But yeah, if this is the first one to get into, like, what an event, man! For the first
cool
workout.
one to watch for the day. You know, I think the team, the heat sheets and that are out already. So
really?
So the girls will go first thing. They'll go through all theirs in the morning, and then the boys will come following around 11 or something, I think.
Yo.
So it'd be cool to see all the girls. Like, man, we've got heaps of female teams, man, which is
man.
cool, bro. So
Yeah,
they're gonna start the day off, man.
Like
so
I
it'd be
said,
cool.
like, that's what I'm looking forward to the most, man.
So the girls will be on the beers, watching
Yeah.
all the boys later on. Sorry, wines or whatever they drink.
Yeah.
Mean.
So, you know, I think we mentioned also that, you know, we have 2 workouts indoors and then 2 workouts outdoor. You know, so that'll be like obviously different as well. Having to do inside workout where, you know, in the shade. And depending on, like, bro, it's starting to get hot now, man.
Right.
Today's
As
29.
you can see, you know, the
I'm
last
getting
couple of
sweaty.
potties we were wearing hoodies. Now we're in like t-shirts, and my man's in a ball singlet. Like, it's heating up.
Yeah, so you know, pretty warm out there on the outdoor arena. So it'd be cool to see a few people wearing their sunnies. You know, so you'll see different characters on the day, bro, which will be cool to see. You know, like for me, like,
Are we
if I
gonna
was
have a best
outside,
dress?
a
Are we gonna
sunny
have a best
man,
dress?
I'll be out there as well. Best dress?
Did we decide on best dress?
Not really.
Oh, nah.
You'll be alright.
Just come to the tent, we'll give you a free dose can, bro. But, you know, what a way to bring in spring. Obviously, spring starts, you know, on Sunday, September 1st. But, like, you know, to have our comp the first week of spring, man, it's going to bring all the, you know. And to be honest, there's going to be a lot of people that's sitting on the fence, or we're like, should I do this comp, or should I go check it out? After it's done and you see all the reels and you see that, you're going to come next year, 100%.
100%.
So, now that's all the workouts that we've spoken about.
Yeah, so we'll pretty much dropped all of our 4 workouts. There's a bit of everything for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, Event 4, we had, you know, that's the barbell cycling with the heavy lifts. So there's your barbell there. Event 3, we had the gymnastic stuff there. So, you know, there's gymnastics there. So you're doing that as well. Then event 2, the plyo board will introduce, you know, bit of plyo, and then something cool like that, the element like that, and then the worm element. So, you know, I think the program is pretty varied. If you look at it, test everything that you want to, and then obviously have some cool implements that I've never seen before. So, yeah, man, hope everyone just is ready to have a fun day with these workouts and, man, get after it.
Yeah, I think with what Powertrip or what Discipline Games does well is that they have a sort of competitive sort of programming, but it's so you can have so much fun with it. I've been to so many comps with you guys when you guys are jamming or we're going to go watch, and it just feels like too competitive, eh? Like no one's sort of having fun. Where it's just like serious, you know, trying to get their top spot, which is cool. And Aussies are, you know, we're gung ho for fitness competitions, especially CrossFit. But you know, bringing that Kiwi element over here with Deech and the Discipline crew with Lisa and that, I think people are gonna get shocked at what we put on next Saturday, just in terms of the vibe and the culture and. Just, you know, everyone having a good time, but still chasing, get on after it, you know. So.
Yeah, so if you're sitting on the fence, like this guy said, either do the comp or just come down and watch.
Yeah.
Hit up our links, man.
Like, yeah, before we wrap up on obviously we've spoken about the events, like final thoughts on obviously the lead up, like we spoke about it before we started. Obviously, there's a few speed humps and things that we didn't know.
Nah, bro, just can't wait. You know, after all the time and effort that we put into it and the 8-day countdown, bro. Can't wait.
Man,
Yeah,
just ready.
definitely can't wait.
Yeah, just ready to sort of
It's almost Christmas time.
get after it. You know?
Yeah, hard.
I'm ready for the beers afterwards, bro.
That was what I was gonna say,
Sure.
bro. To be honest, I just can't wait to have my first beer after when it's
You
all
know
done.
what? Yeah, 100 and even Des, I'm gonna pick a moment with the boys because we got to celebrate the win. So, yeah.
Oh, are you not allowed to have a beer?
Like we can pick and choose our moments, right? So fuck, we got to celebrate this properly,
Hey,
man.
man, you gotta
we've been
live
at
too,
it.
bro.
That's it. We
Man,
spoke about
man.
living, so yeah,
having
we'll
beers,
share a beer
having
together.
beers is happiness, brother. Any advice to the athletes?
The athletes.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously the girls are gonna be in the morning and the boys in the arvo. So just depending on the weather and stuff, just make sure you're hydrated, man. Bring plenty of water throughout the day. Your food, you know, just your normal, bro. Just hydrate. Powerades, water, lollies. Lollies always go a long way. I think there'll be physios or something, massages there. So for your ice baths and
Look
things
after
like
the body,
that.
eh?
Look after the body throughout the day. And bro, most of all, man, just have fun, bro.
Have fun, man.
Have fun,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Be with
it.
your mates, man. Have fun. Enjoy the day. You know, I don't want to see any guys coming to the judge. That was a ref. Oh, come on, man. I don't want to hear that.
The first
Yeah,
person
gonna
I see
get thrown
tears,
out.
bro. When I see tears, I'm like, oh no.
And the biggest thing, like I said, have fun, but man, bring the energy, man.
Work hard.
Bring the energy. We want to see it.
Moldy.
Yeah. Now I got one more for all three of us. Which event are you going to look forward to the most?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Start with the middle man, front man. What we
Me.
got?
All right. For me, I think I'm gonna look forward to the one where they're doing the wheelbarrow.
Yep.
Yeah. Obviously because I don't know, there's something about like people that try stuff like out of their comfort zone that gets me, man. I get emotional about it because like, wow, look at this dude, man. Like makes me motivated. Like, bro, I was complaining before this guy's coming out to try the handstand walks or whatever, you know, wheelbarrows and stuff. And then I've even got like family that have never done CrossFit before, but they're gonna come do this comp because of us,
Yo.
you know. So that's my one. Your one?
Man, I like them all, bro. I think probably the barbell one.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool just to finish.
You're
with
always,
it.
you're always been a barbell guy. Get away from the barbell, man.
Oh, barbell guy, man. Bro, I always like to.
Why not the
see-
burpee? Never the burpee one.
I like to see, you know, guys and girls, man,
max
just throw
out.
out some heavy weight under fatigue, bro. It's always cool. The energy is always high, bro. You know, so someone hits a lift or they fail and they're just going, man, have another go, and then they hit it. So you know, it's just stuff like that. So especially under fatigue, yeah, I think that's the workout, man. I just want to see especially for the last workout of the day when they've just gone
that's
through
the
three.
that's the 6 minutes, eh?
Yeah, when they've gone through
that's gonna
3
be
workouts,
bad.
bro,
Yo.
and then just to see what they have at the end of the day, it'll be cool. Cool to see something.
I've had a few mates testing that workout and going, oh, I don't know my 1RM, and they've tested it now, so they've got that safe number.
Yeah.
And I was like, boys, wait till you get to the event. You're going to have another 5 or 10, not 5, you know, 5 or 10 kilos might even come out, but that extra bit of adrenaline from
Adrenaline.
being in a
Yeah,
comp,
100%.
bro. I was like,
100.
you got all these eyes on you. You can't feel them, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, bro, for
it
sure.
brings out the best of people.
For sure, man. That's what I want to see. So yeah, it'll be cool, man. Can't wait for it, bro. Especially the last one. Especially when they know it's the last one. They finish their lift and it's time. Bro, they're just on the floor. They'll be like, "Fuck, that was it."
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, that'll be my one. I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to all of them, man. But that's the main one.
Yeah.
That's the main one.
I think because it's been such a big lead up and so much work has gone on behind the scenes to get us to where we are now, we're almost like, damn, now I can't wait now. You know, showtime. And like you know, we always spoke about is just like Deech coming into Australia, into Aussie, and like, you know, bringing his brand over here, Discipline Games, and you
Different
know,
market.
Yeah, different market. You know, it's had its sort of ups and downs in terms of us trying to get into a venue and, you know, everything that comes with that, a lot of red tape. But yeah, man, we 8 days away from making it all happen. Showtime, bright lights, the sun's gonna be out, we're on. So yeah, just to close up, thank you to everyone that's been supporting us throughout the last 3 months, 4 months, what we're building up to this when we announced it. Everyone that's jumped on board and, you know, obviously registered teams, people that have reached out and said, yo, we're going to come down and give you guys a hand, and then obviously spectators. So big love, big thank you to everyone that supported us from day one. And yeah, we're looking forward to bringing you an event, man. It's going to be one like you've never seen before, trust me.
100%.
We're going to bring the NO for sure. But on that note, man, that's us. We'll wrap it up. And yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you on Powertrip.
Sure. Like always,
Meet me in the
yeah,
club.
dose, baby.
It's going down. Either way you meet me, guaranteed to go down.